Good morning. Last week, we learned how to complete an income statement from the income statement section of a worksheet. This week, we're going to learn how to complete a balance sheet from the balance sheet section of the worksheet. Now, once again, when we pull the information to complete a balance sheet, you are going to pull the totals from the balance sheet column and section of the financial worksheet that was done in Chapter 5. When completing a balance sheet, the name of the business is going to go at the top of your balance sheet. Then you're going to put the name balance sheet, and you're going to put the date in which the balance sheet is completed. Now, you've noticed maybe in prior financial statements that the month is always for month ended, and then it will say the date. A balance sheet is done on a specific date. It is done more frequently than most financial statements, and a balance sheet is one of the most common financial statements used in accounting. Sometimes when we talk about a balance sheet, we call it the accounting sheet because it goes with the accounting equation. The accounting equation is assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. Well, a balance sheet is assets, liabilities, and owner's equity. In a balance sheet, you want to show the accounting equation and how it equals. Assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. And they equal each other. So, therefore, sometimes people call the accounting equation the balance sheet equation as well. When we list our assets on the balance sheet, again, these totals come from the balance sheet section of the financial statement. You're going to literally just copy down the data from the balance sheet section. So if your balance sheet section on the financial worksheet says that you have $9,500 in cash, you're going to list it as such, and so on. Then you're going to put a mathematical line after you list all of your assets, and you're going to put total assets, and you're going to add up your assets. You are done with the left-hand side of the balance sheet. It's that easy. For liabilities, you are going to list our liabilities, and here we have two of them. Put a mathematical line and put total liabilities. Then you're going to put owner's equity, Ken Chernick Capital, and capital actually isn't so easy. There is an equation that you have to use when doing the capital. So I want to show you that equation briefly. Let's take a look at how we're going to calculate our new capital for our balance sheet. We're going to take our old capital, and if you look at the top of page 147 in your workbook, you'll see the old capital is $11,810. So you're going to take $11,810, which is your capital balance, and you're going to add your net income. Your net income for this problem is $1,899. Then you're going to subtract your drawing, which is $855. Once again, subtract our drawing, which is $855. So let me go through this again. You're going to take your capital, $11,810, plus your net income, $1,899, minus your drawing, $855. Capital, $11,810, plus net income, $1,899, minus drawing, $855. When we do this calculation on our calculators, you get $12,854. That's going to be the number that you plug in for your new capital on your balance sheet. $12,854. So that is your owner's equity. So assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. We need to add up our liabilities, our owner's equity, and then we hope that it equals our total assets, $15,513. Now, as far as mathematical lines, you're going to put a mathematical line here because we're doing math, and then you are double ruling. And that's a simple balance sheet. You're going to, again, get this information from the data that is on your income statement or your balance sheet on the financial worksheet. Now I'm going to ask you to complete page 148 in your workbooks, page 148 in your workbooks to do the on your own, and you're going to need page 192 in your textbook. However, the data is given to you at the top of page 148, so you probably won't need to turn in your textbook.